I'm sure we can all agree that every aspect of a child's education is important and plays a crucial role in shaping them into well-rounded members of society. But I think there's a strong argument to suggest that no lesson is more valuable for shaping our young people than relationship and sex education. From teaching them the basics of puberty, reproduction, and how to engage in an adult relationship, to understanding issues around consent, abuse, and sexual and gender identity. Good quality relationship and sex education gives children a crucial basis of relationships that will influence their interactions with others for the rest of their lives. But the reality is, in the UK, we're failing to provide our children with that quality relationship and sex education that they need, and this is leading to a number of issues and gaps in their understanding of healthy relationships. Our children's RSE classes are grossly, inadequately and severely outdated, and in some cases not taught at all. Despite RSE being compulsory for all primary school pupils, 50% of students reported receiving no RSE classes during the COVID lockdown. And we are of course talking about age-appropriate relationship sex education, because the catch-all term has, and sensationalist headlines has led some parents to believe that their children are being taught things at certain ages when they're obviously not, and this has only helped fuel certain issues, which has been awful for promoting healthy and proper relationship sex education teaching. We also find that the latest sex education reform report found that only 50% of the 16 to 70-year-olds surveyed even rated their RSE classes as good or very good. This is obviously an improvement on the previous year's findings, but it still demonstrates that relationship and sex education of our young people is simply not good enough. Now, I'm sure everybody has by now, or hopefully, as you've heard about the truly gripping Netflix drama Adolescence, and for any members who haven't, I couldn't recommend it strongly enough. It's crucial watching for anyone who works with, or indeed, as we do, legislates for children. It touches on a number of issues, as you've heard before, relating to incel culture, the manosphere, and the increasingly concerning attitude towards women and girls that's infecting our young boys. Often we talk about incel culture and these toxic attitudes towards women and indeed men. We fail to properly come up with solutions about what we can do to tackle them. Or, of course, we land on things such as limited social media access for young people, placing more onus on social media sites to monitor online chatter and taking down harmful posts and videos, reducing the airtime given to toxic individuals who perpetuate this kind of nonsense. And these are all really useful options that we have to consider and take action on, but they are far from the solution. We really ought to be looking at the role that education can play in combating misinformed views. The core of relationship and sex education, beyond teaching children the basics of biology, is about teaching healthy relationships. It's about teaching young girls and boys about how to properly respect and interact with someone they are in a relationship with, whether it's romantic, sexual, platonic or familial relationships. Their understanding of these relationships can be informed by good quality education. And it goes without saying that the opposite is also true. Poor quality RSE can drastically impact a child's understanding of relationships and cause untold damage. So we need a comprehensive relationship and sex education that's age appropriate and delivered by well-trained teachers who could be crucial to combating this toxic incel ideology, or at the very least provide students with correct information that will counter the stuff that they read on the internet or watch on YouTube. Effective classes can provide a safe, non-judgmental space for children to ask questions. If they don't have that, then we risk either leaving their questions unanswered or leaving them to the mercy of some Andrew Tate-esque figures who will fill their heads with poison. Both options are cause for concern, but the latter is nearly unthinkable. Like all forms of discrimination, misogyny is ignorance, and education is the best tool against ignorance, but it has to be properly funded and teachers have to be properly trained to deliver it. So I sincerely hope to hear from the Minister on the concrete steps the government will be taking to invest in RSE. Obviously, mandating it to be compulsory is important, but proper funding and training ultimately mean it will be done well, and it being done badly is almost as bad as not teaching it at all.